what's going on, family? I was just sitting here waiting for my son to get out of jiu-jitsu practice. Not new jitsu, but jiu-jitsu, Brazilian, martial arts. But anyway, and I just had a couple of things in my mind that I wanted to share with you guys. Maybe you can take something from it, or maybe you just find some sort of, entertainment behind it. I was just thinking that how, and I've said this before, that how a lot of things is essentially all about money. And it kind of made me think about, how like Kwame Brown, he's going very, very viral right now. He's speaking truth to power. He's calling out those people who have been talking bad on his name for the past 20 years. And the brother's been silent. Okay. He's been very, very quiet. But I also realized a couple of things. Of course, I look at Kevin Samuel as well. He talks mostly about relationship. And basically, I think he's trying to help the Black community when it comes to having women to get outside of this mindset of that thinking that you're always right. But not to really spotlight those brothers. But when I look at their channels, right, and I'm not jealous. I'm not, I don't feel any animosity, but it's made me really, really think about this, that when I look at Kwame Brown's channel, which has grown to like 200,000 in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, and Kevin Samuel's channel, almost 1 million subscribers. Then I see the amount of people who subscribe to these channels, who donate, like I'm talking about, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. And I'm like, am I in the wrong business? I thought about it because Kwame Brown is going hard on those people who've been speaking ill about his name. Kevin Samuel is basically telling females to wake up, you're not always right, and you're trying to get this, that, and the other in your older age. You're not as profitable, as a man, you're not as good as you think you were when you were younger. And I'm in the finance business. I look at myself, I look at Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Claude Anderson. I'm looking at the amount of feedback we get, the amount of people who subscribe to the channel. And I look at the donations, right? And I'm not telling people to donate to my channel money. It's not about that. It's about that a lot of things are essentially all about money, but you get what you pay for. So, for example, the two examples I'm using is Kwame Brown's channel and Kevin Samuel's channel. They are this drama. It's a sense of drama. When you come to my channel, you get financial literacy. You're learning how to save your money. You learn how to invest your money. You're learning how to get out of debt. Nobody really donate money to my channel, and I never really asked. But people are forking out all of this money. I'm like, a finance channel you don't donate money to, but a channel that's pretty much promoting drama of some sort, you donate money to. And I'm just thinking, in the Black community, the one thing that we need to learn about is financial literacy, because at the end, it's all about money. But what are you subscribing to? What are you paying for? Now, I'm subscribed to Kwame Brown's channel because it is entertaining. I'm subscribed to Kevin Samuel's channel because it's informative and entertaining. But when I really look at it, when I look at other financial advisors that's on YouTube, that's giving information, I'm looking at the amount of subscribers, the amount of donation in comparison. I'm just like, it makes me shake my head, right? Because people are willing to pay for entertainment, but not financial information. Because I'll be looking at Dr. Boyce's channel and I'll be like, okay, he's essentially built this empire of, giving you financial courses so you can learn, so your children can learn, so you can learn how to start a business. And when it's not drama related, people look at it as dry. Like, take, for instance, I give an example. When I first got on, 8 people popped on live. Now I only have 4 people staying with me. It tells you that in our community, the majority of people want drama. They don't want information. They don't want information that is essentially going to ascend their financial portfolios higher. We rather be entertained in the Black community than to be informed about how to make more money. Like, I'll get people who will come on my channel and they'll say, hey, Ross, where do I put $500, $1,000 at? And then when should I sell it? Like, basically step by step what I should do with my money. And I, of course, break them down and tell them it's not easy as that. But people will stay on these entertainment channels for hours. But on a channel that gives you financial information, something that you can utilize each and every day of your life, something that informs you, inspires you, motivates you to grow your money so you can live a better life, nobody listens. Take, for instance, and people know this who subscribe to me, you know that I love traveling. Last year, me and my fiance went to Mexico. Then me and my buddy, we went to Brazil. Then me and my family, we went to Florida. And then me and my fiance went to Jamaica. This is all within a year. Now, next month, July, we're going to Dominican Republic. How are we able to do that? Because I take my own information and make it applicable and I apply it to my life. Do I like to be entertained? Yes, I do. But that is not all the things that I subscribe to. And I am not, of course, going against Kwame Brown. He is essentially speaking truth to power. He's calling out all those people who have done him wrong, talked about him bad. But it is a form of entertainment. When I look at Kevin Samuels, I believe he's doing the Black community a great thing by letting the women know that, hey, you're not always right. And here is how over the years you have messed up and the people before you've messed up. It's entertaining, right? But at the end, when it boils all down to it, what is other than finding the ninth wonder of the world? The ninth wonder of the world is the knowledge of oneself, finding your own self. After that, it's about money. It really is about money. And people, more times than not, would rather be entertained than learn how to make more money. And when they want to make or earn more money or grow more money or invest more money, they want it quick. But you can sit up there for hours and watch a movie. You can sit up there for hours and watch a comedy show. You can sit up there for hours and look at, the two gentlemen that I mentioned. And nothing is wrong with that. But when it comes to your financial stability, people drop off like flies. Like, again, as I'm talking, I'm saying people coming on, saying people going off. It doesn't bother me one way. But at the same time, it really shows me what people hold near and dear to their hearts. So you rather be entertained than have the money, the amount of money that you want, so you can do whatever you want to do. So I don't brag. I don't even really mention the type of things that I have. But more times than not, people know that I'm well off, that I'm doing okay. And that's because I'm a good steward of my finances, because I know at the end of the day, you can be entertained all you want. Like tonight, the Lakers are playing. Go watch that game. You'll be entertained. But at the end of the day, it's about your finances. How was jiu-jitsu practice? All right. All right. Buckle up. Let's see here. Wendell says, I think humans always look for entertainment, a part of his natural. Unfortunately, that's not what we're dealing with in today's society. People want entertainment distraction. I agree. He also states that I follow those other channels too. I like Kevin Samuels' content, but there is some entertainment to it, and folks cannot separate the two. I agree. I can't lie. But the thing about it is, I understand that we use entertainment as a form of escape to get, away from our daily lives. Excuse me. Give me 1 second, guys. To get away from our secular lives, all the things that we actually go through. I understand that. Okay. I totally understand that. But at the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, guess what? Reality is about money. What can you afford? What can you buy? Because once you do all your investments and savings, what type of life do you want to live? And what I'm noticing is that in our community, we would rather spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on entertainment. But when it comes to people who are giving you financial information, you can care less. And I'm like, Do you know what this country, do you know what this world is all about? It's about freaking money. So you can spend all your time trying to be entertained. And I'm going to tell you something. When you are broke down, busted, and disgusted, excuse my language, son, and you crying out for a fucking payday, I want you to go and comb through your finances. I want you to go and see all the money that you spent. And then once you find out that you bought these shoes, this shirt, this jacket, or you bought this trinket, this gadget, this item, then I want you to look up the company. Then I want you to look up the CEO to understand that this car that I'm driving, someone made this car and they're rich behind it. And what I've learned about finances, what I learned about business, what I learned about contracts, is that each part of this car, somebody made a different part. They outsourced the buttons. I'm just giving an example. I'm not trying to bore you, because I know people, anytime someone gives intelligent thought or critical thinking, they, you know, what do we value most? And I'm not talking about, I'm really talking about how we spend our dollars, how we invest our dollars. If you like myself, you can buy a product and you invest in Amazon. Okay, I buy Amazon for the whole year, every year. So I invest in Amazon. But what you're not understanding is this. If every day you're getting on social media to be entertained and not informed, then you are only utilizing 50% of social media. Here's the thing. We as a community need to wake the fuck up. We need to wake the fuck up. And my son, he really never heard me curse like this. Because, again, I was sitting there thinking like, wow, I was part of Kwame Brown's channel before he started going hard on all these other people like Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Stephen A., all these people, right? He had about 60,000 subscribers. And like in less than 2 weeks, he had an extra 200. Now, so Kevin Samuels, at one point he had like 100,000, all of a sudden he got 900,000. And so I started looking at the content, trying to figure out like, okay, well, Kwame Brown is speaking some real stuff, and he's going against those guys who've been against him. But at the form that he is basically expressing his emotion and still trying to uplift the community and exposing those. And I get it. There is a message, a positive message, but it's still a form of entertainment. Because at the end of the day, you can speak all that stuff and it has nothing to do. There's no direct correlation with your money. Because everybody in the modern day society are trying to find different avenues, different ways to grow their money. So if you come to my channel, I give you your stock investment. I try to break down analytically certain information so you can understand whether it be a good investment or not. I try to give motivation. And the only reason why I thought about this, I was just sitting there like, why don't people get it? It's 2021. It's a pandemic. People have lost their jobs, has lost their family members. They're not receiving, people are still thinking about the fourth stimulus check, unemployment. Some of you guys didn't, or if you were lucky, you got a tax return. And I said, why are people not getting it? Why are people not understanding that the one thing that you need to get in order is your finances? It's like everybody is bored. Everybody is tired. Like, yeah, man, I worked on my finances last year. I don't think I'm going to do it this year. But I'm like, but every day you try to entertain yourself. Let me tell you some bad habits I used to have. I was a gadget man. I used to always go in, and let me be real. Every now and again, I still go on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and buy some items. It's kind of like the modern day, the millennial QVC. But nonetheless, that was my thing. But I slowed down tremendously because I saw that it was just wiping away my wealth. But what I don't understand is this. In our community, we are the poorest. I'm not going to get into all of the racial biases while we're in this low income bracket. But a lot of times it's very easy to point out and depict the issues. Now, we know that we have all of these barriers, systematic racism, yada, yada, yada. You know. But at the end of the day, it's about a lot of bad decisions. Because I made bad decisions. I remember I used to take women out all the time on these lavish dates. And on the surface level, consciously, I'm thinking, I need to show her that I'm not broke. And then subconsciously, I was doing it to validate myself. Like, I worked hard for this. I did this, that, and the other. But again, it was essentially wipe away my wealth. And I know a lot of men go through this. We meet a female, we really want to date her. So we show her our money by some way, form, or fashion. We do. We take them to one of the top restaurants in the city. We try to plan a triple date where you want to dinner, drinks, maybe bowling or miniature golf or movies. You're trying to do 3 things on a date. Now, at the end, we're trying to get into those panties. But at the end, but what I'm saying is we're spending all of this money and we're going on multiple dates. And I'm not going to lie to you. I spent $100, $200, $300 to say is, again, if I'm spending all that money on a woman taking her out, it's a form of entertainment. We spend too much on entertainment. Again, and I was using Kwame Brown and Samuels as a chat. And this is on the regular. But it's entertaining women to go on the show and expose. That's the issue in our community. I'm from Washington, D.C., Southeast D.C., where you're being judged by the way you talk, by the way you walk, about what you wear, about what you buy, about what you drive. These are the issues that I know every major city in America. I get it though. I understand the systematic pressures that surround our community. But regardless of how much money you make, whether you work at Burger King or Bank of America, you have to understand how this country and how to go about making money. You can entertain yourself until the day you die. But the one thing that you need in the modern world is money. Because I don't see black people on that show, Alaska, the Last Frontier, where you're going out and you're trying to build a log cabin out of chopping down woods. I don't see that. That's not us. That's not us. And it's a realization that in our community, we don't understand that it's not simply going out, getting a job, and making tons of money or a lot of money. It's much, much bigger than that. Because once we're making this money, we don't know what to do with the money. That is the issue. I look at myself and I'll look at other people, and I'm seeing them travel up and down the eastern and western seaboard in Winnebagos, and they're 50, they're 60, and they're retired. And I'm like, well, how these people being retired at 50 and 60, when I look in the black community, we are working until the day we die. And then we die young because we don't take care of ourselves. And I'm going to tell you this. I think this is very important. I think this is very important. It's something that Kevin Samuels harped on mostly with the females, because he are bigger than the males, which is absolutely true. But let me go a step further. Give me 1 second. Turn on my Wi-Fi. I'm in the house now. He talks about how our women are bigger than the men in our community. And I think I'm gonna lose. Let me go inside, guys. Follow me inside. Give me 1 second here. Close my garage. I'm gonna go sit on the couch real quick. Give me 1 second here. All right. Sit on the couch over here. Because here's the thing. It's very important that we have this discussion, right? Y'all don't mind me laying down, dude. And I said, well, the black community is fat. Like me. Some people like, nah, man, you buff. Like, nah, man, I can lose about 50 pounds. And we have this notion, because we have been accepting of people that black people are bigger people, that the BMI is obsolete. No, the BMI is a range. It's not like, oh, if you 5'6", you need to be 135. Like, no, if you're 5'6", you can be anywhere from 125 to 155 or something like that. It's a range. But for some reason, we are delusional about science because we're black, because we've been marginalized. And I'm like, we need to wake the F up, because the reason why it's all about money is this. If your health is bad, that means that more times than not that you have to do what? You have to go to the what? You have to go to the doctor more than other people. Right? You have to go to the doctor more than other people. You're spending more money on your health than you are for anything else. This is what I'm talking about. See, you need money for every aspect of your life. You do. Is that simple? Let me show you something. Let me see if I can. So when people look at people who got money, you know, to me, all of this is a bunch of stuff, right? All of this is a bunch of stuff. I'm just showing you my home, and I never really show you my home. But at the end of the day, some people are like, hey man, I really like that. I would love to get the information to afford something like that. But you put your time and you bullshit around with entertainment. And granted, me and my fiance is going to see A Quiet Place 2 tomorrow at the movie theater. I love being entertained. I got a PlayStation 5. Okay. But let me show you something. I'm gonna walk you through. Because I know last year when I first got here, I showed you my home. But let me show you something. Let me show you what I'm building now, okay, which is a 5th bedroom. And this is going to be my new YouTube studio / cigar lounge. And I think it's imperative. I'm going to move up here pretty soon. But that's my game room area over there, okay? I'm going into my little gym area in here. Lights are off. Okay, I got stuff that I work out at, okay? But anyway, let me show you this room I'm getting built out. Now, what's cool about this room is that it's in the closet. I'm out of breath. Give me a second. Shit. Whew. I'm just kidding. But nah, it's in the closet. So I'm in this room, and this is the closet of this room. But look, I'm about to go into this other room, and I'm getting this built out for YouTube, right? Look at this room. See, I'm getting the window put in. Got the floor hardwood floor. It's gonna be smart, of course. Okay. So there's nothing really in here. I got the stuff already mapped out. So this is gonna be where I do my social media and work from. Okay. All right. So that's the room. But the question is, what are you trying to do with your finance? Because you'll see people give you financial information all the time. And the one thing that you want is, okay, I see what you have, but how do I get there? Well, first and foremost, what's most important to your life? Making more money or being entertained? This is a huge topic in our community. And that's the office where I'm in that now. And that's where Beyonce sits right here. And I sit over there in the corner. But anyway, what's most important to you? Is it being entertained, or is it having enough assets, enough money to essentially afford and buy and purchase the things that you believe that will make you happy? See, you will get people all over the world, different YouTube channels, and tell you that money can't buy you happiness. I agree. But money can sure make your ass comfortable. Because listen, if your wife leaves you, your girlfriend leaves you, your husband, your boyfriend leaves you, if you got a 7 Series BMW, you have an Audi, a Ferrari, you still gonna be sad, but you're gonna be comfortable. Now, think about it like this: if your ass in the ghetto and your ass in the projects, which nobody wants to be at, let's just keep it real. Because that's where I grew up. Well, I'd be damned if I live in a ghetto again. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to live in a ghetto and project, because everybody is like crabs in a barrel. Everybody is pulling everybody down. Everybody's stepping on everybody, because in those low income areas, this is the mindset. This is the mentality that we go through. So in order to get out this mindset, you have to set aside, you have to put forth your goals, aspirations, and things you want to do, and realize that these things take hard work. Yes, it's easy to lose yourself in the moment and turn on the TV and be entertained. When I look at the news, that's not even real news to me. Like, they just pandering to people. I don't even look at that bullshit no more. CNN, get out of here. I don't look at none of that crap no more. I would rather learn about finances. I would rather learn about how to leave my children a legacy than to be entertained. And again, this is very oxymoronic, but it is a contradiction of a contrast that I love to be entertained, but I know the things that I have in order and how to go about them. See, I said this a long time ago when I first started this channel. I said, you know what? In order for me to get 25,000 subscribers, it's going to take me about 10 years, about 8 years. And I say, damn, well, what are you doing wrong? I am giving information that can help people to become well off, to become successful, to become rich. And I said, yeah, so why isn't your channel doing X, Y, and Z? You know, are you doing the algorithm? Are you doing the tags? Are you doing the title? Are you doing X, Y, and Z? I said, no, it's because I'm not talking bullshit. I said, huh? I said, go around and look at people who just do comedy. Go around and look at people who just do drama. And you will see their channel is over 20,000 something subscribers. Because people don't want to know about fucking money. They don't. And see, I laugh in a sense of hurt. You know how sometimes you hurt and you laugh? It's like a laugh cry. Because the only thing I can do is give you the information. It takes everybody to execute on that information. But when I'm sitting in Brazil, in Dominican Republic, and I'm drinking the best drinks and I'm comfortable, and I got people doing this for me, that for me, because I had the financial means to do so. This is where people should start thinking about that I have my life, my steps in my life so out of order, so out of whack. And I get it. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy to be distracted by entertainment. But let me tell you something. There's those of you out there who are doing the right thing, and I applaud you. I commend you. And for those of you who have friends that are not doing the right thing and family members, share this video. Not because I want them to view it, just so they can get a real conversation and the information to help their lives. Financial Literacy 101, learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great, wonderful day. I'm out.